Hey friends, it's me. I couldn't see, so I had to put my glasses on. So this is going to be a pretty impromptu video. I don't have a specific topic, but I do want to talk about a couple different things. I hope this angle is not terrible because my ledge is right there. I don't want to be cut off, but there's no chair there because it's downstairs. So yeah, I just wanted to address a couple different things in this video. Not address, just talk about a few different things because there's a lot on my mind. And I'm like, I haven't sat down and talked to my YouTube fam in a while. So let's just talk. I think this is gonna be an uncut video, so who knows how long it's gonna be. But I do wanna start by talking about that video that I posted about me having a crush, right? I think that video was posted last year. I don't know if it's been a full year yet, but I talked about how I had a crush, and I don't even know if he, really knew I existed for real. He knows I existed, but I don't know if he didn't know that I liked him, and I didn't want him to know that I liked him. But I did want to give you guys the update on that guy. I no longer have a crush on him. Things have changed. A lot has changed in the past year, and I've just evolved, and I've noticed that guy does not have what I need. So if I were to legit marry him, it would have been okay, that's cute, but there's a standard. There is a certain person that I am called to be with, and not to say that he was not, an amazing guy and he looked good, but he just wasn't for me. There's a person, I believe that there's a person for you. There's a person handcrafted for you. And there are a lot of people that we can choose from. We have a choice to make. We're not robots. God's not controlling us. So, I could marry him if I wanted to, if he ended up liking me back, but it doesn't mean it's in the will and the purpose of God. So yeah, that's not a thing anymore. I don't, I'm not interested as I was last year. And things have just changed. So that's the update with the crush. But I also wanted to talk about marriage a little bit. I'm about to turn 21, and I felt some of the pressure of turning 21, what the world says you have to be at age 21. You have to have your own this, your own that. You have to know where you want to go, who you want to be. And I know that. I know I have a good sense of where I'm going in my life. I'm just not there yet, which it takes time, obviously. But I am turning 21, and I've been just thinking about marriage a little bit more. And there are some fears, okay? So let's talk about these small fears that I have. And I want to talk about this because I know that I'm not the only one. So a fear that I have regarding marriage is a couple different ones. So one being, there is this, racial thing going on right now. And not right now, racial stuff has been happening for ages, right? But I'm just slightly scared because I don't know what kind of person I'm gonna be with. I told you guys, I don't have a type. I'm not ooh, black dudes are better than white guys. Asians, Mexicans, I don't have a certain preference, right? So I could marry anything that the Lord would have for me. And that just scares me slightly because I feel already before I'm even in a relationship, if I don't get with a black man, how people will respond. That thing right there, it's that's slightly scary to me because I already feel if I even think about marrying a white guy, or if I even think about marrying somebody outside of my race, that I will be judged, that I will be disowned by the black community. And I have a certain audience too. If I do end up marrying outside of my race, there is an audience, that I'm called to. but also I ain't racist. So I love black people, I love white people, I love Asians, I love, Hispanics. Like, I love all different kinds of people. And like I said in another video, as long as you find and you love the Lord, and like we're called to this thing together, and you got the oil, you got to have the anointing, of course, like all the things have to be there. But I'm not on skin color. And so I'm just looking to my future like, God, I'm just wondering, like, is he black? Is he white? Is he mixed? Like, I really don't know, because I can see myself being with any kind of person. But yeah, that was just one thing that I'm just like, I don't know. That's gonna be interesting to see when it comes. But also, what else as it related to marriage? I've been thinking about my insecurities as a person right now, and just, I want to be, okay, let's go back. So with the whole dating thing, you guys know I don't date, and I'm not going to date until I know that this man is called to me and I'm called to him, whether it's for that season, whether it's for a lifetime. I'm not dating you, I'm not getting involved with you until I know that this is of God, because I'm not wasting my time, praise the Lord. So with that being said, I get so awkward around guys that I like, okay? So I get so, like, I feel like I shrink. I'm not myself. I'm not authentic. And that is what scares me, because what if my husband comes along and I am just some person that I'm really not in real life? Now, I'm not fake, but I do get nervous. And when I'm nervous, I can't be my full self. When I'm anxious, I can't be the greatest Graceland that there is, right? So this has happened on multiple occasions, and I have messed up relationships with or friendships, I should say, with some of the guys, my previous guy friends, because like I started liking them and then I got awkward and then it was so bad. So like, if I ever had a regret, it would be liking a guy that could have been still a really good friend, but my emotions got involved and I got attached when, like maybe he didn't like me back, or whatever the case was, like this just wasn't meant to be. But that's my thing. I look at my insecurities. For example, I don't always wear my real hair, and I'm afraid that if I take off my wig, or if I do go natural all of a sudden, because I'm always switching my hair up, that he will stop loving me, or like he won't like me anymore because I look different. And when I have my my cornrows and my braids in my hair under my wig, like I wonder if he'll still love me, or if he'll think the shape of my head is like weird. Okay, I know y'all, you don't have to go in the comments like, oh, Gracelyn, you're beautiful. You don't have to do that. But I have to come to the place where I feel beautiful, and I know that I am beautifully and wonderfully made. That's something that I've struggled with. And that's one reason why am I getting emotional? That's one reason why I'm just sort of afraid, and I'm like, God, how am I ever going to come to the place where I'm okay with myself and I'm okay with being me? Because if I can't be okay with being me in front of a guy, like how is he ever going to know who I really am? So I want to be authentic. I want to be me. And I don't want to put on like this mask or facade, because I'm going to be with this man for the rest of my life. And I'm so goofy, you guys. I am goofy. I can be like, I'm a lot of different things, okay? I'm all the colors of the wind. But yeah, I just want him to love me and like me in all of my states. Like sometimes I'm working and I look like a whole hooligan, and then sometimes I'm like, in front of a video all dolled up. So I want him to love me both ways, always, I should say, because there's so many different ways, that not only physically, like ways that I look, but they're different sides of me, and I want him to love all sides, but he can't love all sides if I can't open up all sides to him with confidence and with knowing that, like, this is me. And if he can't accept that, then maybe that's just not it. But yeah, those are just my thoughts as it relates to marriage, and just feeling a little bit insecure about that. What else? I used to be sort of boy crazy, and that has really it's taught me something. I used to be so consumed in like what a guy thought about my appearance, and that used to be my validation. But at this point in my life, I'm like, I'm so focused on purity and pursuing a pure lifestyle that I don't even have time to think about what a guy thinks about how I look. I could not care less. However, if he's my future husband, I'm like, I really care. So I said all of that to say, I really want to try my best and make an effort to wear my natural hair more, to wear less makeup. Not that I'm consumed in like all of this. It's fun, but it's not like something that I need. It's just something that if I don't wear it, I feel like maybe my future husband might not pursue me because, I'm not all dolled up and cute and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna make an effort to wear my natural hair more, maybe wear cornrows and, just be chilling, because that's who I am. Like, there's culture in me. And so whether he's white, whether he's black, Hispanic, Asian, whatever he is, I have a background, I have a culture. I come from a family or a background where, one day we're putting in weave, and a month later or weeks later, we're taking out the weave and there's dandruff coming out, and there's like, little strands of hair everywhere, and I'm in pain because, my mom is trying to, like, she's doing my hair too tight. And it's just a lot of things that this man of God will have to see. And that, I don't think that's only when it comes to relationships for me, like an intimate relationship or marriage, but I think it's also when it comes to just guys in general. Like, I don't want you to see me at my weakness. Like, I don't want you to catch me lacking, right? And so that's, I think, why sometimes I seem to be like a perfectionist and try to portray myself a certain way, because I don't want to be seen as ugly or less than or, whatever else. I hope I'm saying this right. I hope y'all don't think I'm some like insecure person and I think I'm ugly. That's not what I think. I just don't want the guy to think that about me. Because at home, I'm comfortable. Shoot, I am comfortable at home. Do you hear me? Like, everything comes off. I don't care how I look. My legs might be hairy. Like, I'm chilling at home. But will he love that? Will he accept that? Because that's me on a regular. This whole, hair in, nails done, chilling with no makeup on thing, that's the hair done, nails done isn't always me. And I just want him to love me the way that I was created. So yeah, that's another thought when it comes to marriage. Yeah, I just want to be comfortable with him. I have my insecurities, I have my days, but yeah, I guess that was kind of it. I think for this one, I just wanted to kind of talk about that really quick and share my feelings as it relates to marriage and my thoughts on it. And like what I'm gonna do to, help myself. Because if I can't like be comfortable in my own skin, then what makes me think like he's gonna accept me for who I really am and know me for who I really am if I'm just always not myself. So it's always been hard for me to be my full self around people, because a lot of people have betrayed my trust. Is that how you say it? Betrayed my trust? A lot of people have like betrayed me, and it's a little bit hard for me to trust a lot of people, and that's also levels of discernment and, like, you know, protection for me. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just slightly scared because, oh God, I feel like I'm much further. I feel like I'm far away from marriage because I can't fathom being comfortable with a guy. Like, I can't fathom, and I have a lot of guy friends, but I can't fathom being me fully around this guy and trust him with my personality, trust him with my humor. And yeah, I can't fathom being married right now, because maybe I'm not supposed to fathom being married because I am young, whatever. You could get married when you're young, but whatever. Like, but I can't even fathom being married because I feel so far away from myself, to the public. Like, y'all don't really know me for real, I think is what I'm trying to say. Like, you don't know, ooh, I don't like this. I just saw that, but I should cut that off. Anyway, y'all don't really, this is irritating me, I'm sorry. It's the, like, little string thing that you hang up the shirt on. Okay, so yeah, like, you guys don't know, like, the Graceland Sorrell that I know, that my family knows at home. And I just want to show that side of me more. And even my friends personally, I want to show them who I am more. So yeah. I think that was just my little rant, I guess. So if any of you married people, and I'm only talking to the married people, if any of you guys that are married in a Christ-like relationship, I would love to hear what you have to say about this, and if you feel the same way. Because I feel like also, like, long hair has made me feel more secure, especially in my high school days. Like, especially if I did not have long hair, like all the other, you know, people that I went to school with, I felt like I wasn't beautiful. And because I had hair that was, like, curly and, like, not curly, but kinky, and I don't say that as a negative term, but my hair was, like, hard 4C hair. Yeah, that's me. So I don't know, I just didn't feel beautiful if I didn't have long hair. So, like, no, I don't have, like, long silky hair that I can, like, just put up in a cute bun, you know, when we are in bed together. Like, I don't, and I still want to feel beautiful. I want him to think I'm beautiful, and I want him to be fine. Like, I don't want an ugly guy. Y'all, this is so real. I don't want a guy that just, I don't think looks good. I want him to look handsome. I want to think he's handsome forever, and I want him to think I'm beautiful. So I guess this was just about appearance. Honestly, this video was just focused on appearance, and yeah, it's some real stuff. So that was it, I guess. I could probably make a more structured video regarding this topic, but yeah, those are my personal thoughts for now. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys so much, and of course, always remember that purity is possible.